If you've missed a payment with EE, then you need to get it sorted to avoid charges or more serious issues. Let's take a look at how EE handles missed payments, what sort of support the provider extends to you, and how to cope with the situation. Just to be clear, I don't give financial advice, I'm just making sure that you have access to the information that you need to make informed decisions. If you fail to make a scheduled EE payment, then EE will add a late payment fee of £5 to your next bill, which, for some SIM-only plans, could be almost as much as your usual monthly payment. When you don't pay after receiving the reminder, the support team will try to contact you again, but in the meantime, you may lose your service or have to deal with a restricted service. EE likes you to pay by direct debit, but this can have its drawbacks, especially if there aren't enough funds in an account to cover a scheduled payment. Around 7 days after the first missed payment, EE may attempt to take the payment again. If the payment fails again, then you could receive a second £5 charge and have your account deleted until you pay what you owe. EE sends out a bill on the same date every month. So long as you haven't already missed a payment, then you should be able to choose a different payment due date by logging on to your account. However, you cannot change the due date if you've already changed the payment date within the last 3 months. Your EE bill amount could differ when you change the payment due date. This takes into account the difference in the billing period. Don't ignore any messages from EE, because sorting out the problem at this stage could save you a lot of stress and hassle later. In the panic and the stress of dealing with financial problems, it's common for people to try and ignore the issue. However, problems could really start to mount up if EE can't get in touch with you, as EE could pass your details onto a debt collection agency as a last resort. Debt collectors tend to be persistent. They will contact you by phone, by letter, or even knock on your door. There are few things that will rob you of sleep and push your stress levels up, like a debt collector chasing you for money. EE could also report you as defaulting on a payment to a credit reference agency. This will only add to your financial woes. When you're struggling to make a scheduled EE payment, don't panic. There is help out there. First, talk to EE and let them know that you're going to miss a payment. The sooner you contact their support, the better the outcome could be. EE may offer a solution to a payment issue, but can only do this when you tell them about your situation. Debts don't vanish unless you do something about it. So don't ignore the problem, because when you do, the amount you owe will increase and it will be harder to pay off, and you run the risk of ruining your credit. If you're struggling with debt, then there are options available here in the UK. Some are free to use and others include fees, and each will have their own pros and cons. If you want to learn more about the solutions available, then we've created a really great form that I'd recommend you check out. Click the link in the description to get started and answer a few multiple choice questions like the total amount of your debt, how many people you owe, your living situation, and a few others, and we'll connect you with one of our trusted partners so you can find out more and take steps towards improving your financial situation.